That's like basically benching Shedeur now. Like, y'all finna bench him for a rookie next year, basically?
Like, subscribe and hit that bell.
I think that I probably would still draft a quarterback in the first round next year if there is one there, because it's really hard to know what you have in just 6 or 7 starts with a rookie first round picks. So I'm not passing on a quarterback next year based on what I've seen so far out of the college class. And I think a number of these guys are going to come out, even some that people aren't sure.
Fans are fired up right now, and honestly, you can't blame them. People feel like Shedeur Sanders deserves way more respect than what the Browns are giving him. After everything he's brought to this team, acting like he's replaceable in 2026 feels like a slap in the face. The frustration is real, and it keeps building. And of course, here comes Mary Kay again, jumping in at the worst possible moment. Her comments once again show how the Browns media circle refuses to acknowledge what's right in front of them. She claims 6 or 7 starts isn't enough to judge a quarterback, which is the kind of safe line you use when you're scared to commit to a young player. But Shedeur has already shown more maturity, better control, and sharper accuracy in a handful of games than certain past Browns QBs showed in entire seasons. Instead of recognizing his growth, Mary Kay keeps pushing the idea of drafting another quarterback. Like Shedeur hasn't earned anything. It feels less like analysis and more like fear of giving credit to a young guy who's proving everyone wrong. This is exactly why the Browns struggle with developing quarterbacks. They never build stability. They're always peeking ahead to the next draft instead of investing in the guy they already have. You cannot grow a quarterback when the organization is mentally preparing for his replacement. Shedeur is gaining confidence, showing leadership, and making smart decisions, and yet the franchise behaves like it doesn't matter. It's the same old cycle: no patience, no consistency, no long-term commitment. And then they wonder why things never change. How can you expect greatness if you treat your own quarterback like a temporary solution? And let's be real, Stefanski has a big role in this. Instead of giving his rookie a firm, supportive message, he keeps everything uncertain. That "we'll see" attitude hurts development way more than any bad throw ever could. Stefanski has never been great at handling young quarterbacks, and Shedeur deserves way better than a coach who can't make up his mind. Just look at Shedeur's college resume: 70% completion rate, 130-plus touchdowns, Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, elite accuracy, and elite composure. He has the talent, the resume, and the mentality. The real question is, does the Browns organization have the courage to trust him? So what do you think? Are Mary Kay's comments fair? Can the Browns develop Shedeur the right way? And will Stefanski ever commit to him the way a real franchise should?
Now, we all seen what went down this weekend. My dog went back there, 53 yards. Hoo! Hoo! Bobby! My dog! Bam! Killed him. 209 yards, 1 touchdown. Would have supposed to have 3. First Cleveland Brown rookie since 1995 to win in a debut. Dylan didn't win. We got to remember that. And you mean to tell me it's not enough for next season? Y'all don't believe enough for next season?
Shedeur just did something no Browns rookie has accomplished since 1995. And somehow people are still acting like it wasn't enough. He went out there, delivered 209 yards, consistently put the offense in scoring position, and easily could have had 3 touchdowns on the board. He stayed poised, handled pressure, and made throws Gabriel couldn't make in his own debut. That win wasn't luck, it was Shedeur proving he belongs, proving he can lead, and proving he can make plays when it matters. But instead of celebrating what they finally have, some people want to question him like he didn't earn every bit of that performance. And the worst part? Stefanski still won't fully commit to him. Instead of trusting his rookie and letting him grow, he stays overly cautious, like he's terrified of choosing a direction. That hesitation holds a young quarterback back way more than any pass rush ever could. Shedeur showed heart, calmness, and real NFL ability. But Stefanski keeps treating him like a placeholder until something better appears. That's not leadership, that's indecision. An indecision is how you lose a quarterback with real potential before he even gets started. If Shedeur can deliver a historic debut with that much pressure on him, imagine what he could do if his coach actually believed in him.
In my mind, I think it would be a risk not to take another swing at the plate at a quarterback in the 2026 draft, especially because I think there will be some really good ones there. And if you end up with two really good quarterbacks, then that's a good problem to have. And, I think the only way that Shedeur, and at this point, I think it's only going to be Shedeur that can make them change their mind on that. He would have to really go out and show them that he has the it factor, that he can manage the game, that he can do everything that he needs to do, and that he has the potential to be a bona fide franchise quarterback. And he might show that. I think he's already shown flashes of that, but let's see what he can do over.
Mary Kay really sat there and suggested the Browns should take another shot at drafting a quarterback in 2026, as if Shedeur hasn't already demonstrated everything she claims he still needs to prove. She talks about leadership, maturity, the IT factor, and franchise qualities, yet Shedeur has shown all of that in real games under real pressure with a coaching staff that can't even fully commit to him. She keeps moving the goalposts. He wins, he performs, he breaks records, and somehow it's still not enough. Saying two good quarterbacks is a good problem is just a lazy excuse to downgrade the one you already have. It's easy for her to sit and dream about draft picks while Shedeur is out there grinding every week. She ignores the fact that he's already shown more resilience and poise than half the quarterbacks the Browns have cycled through over the last decade. And Stefanski doesn't help either. He gives Shedeur half support, half doubt, like he's afraid to put his reputation on the line for a young quarterback. This is the same coach who struggles to adapt his system, mishandles quarterback development, and lets the young guys carry the blame. Instead of highlighting the growth Shedeur has made, Stefanski lets the narrative live that maybe the Browns will look at new quarterbacks in 2026. Maybe Shedeur isn't the guy. Maybe they need someone else. That kind of indecisiveness destroys confidence. How can Shedeur show consistency when the people above him won't even commit to giving him real consistency? If this organization stopped chasing every flashy prospect and backed the quarterback they already have, Shedeur would prove he's the long-term answer with ease.
Quarterbacks that is coming out, and no disrespect to any of these young guys, I'm not saying that they're not NFL quarterbacks, because a lot of them are NFL guys that can go do some productive things on an NFL roster. But we're talking franchise quarterback. Nobody coming out of 2026, damn me, is a franchise quarterback. Nobody. Now, I ain't just saying this because I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm saying this because it is the truth. And you mean to tell me Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Berry, who I just gave you your flowers over the weekend, Andrew? Jimmy Haslam gave you your flowers today and yesterday. Y'all still contemplating drafting a quarterback?
John is saying what everyone else is afraid to admit: the 2026 quarterback class doesn't have a true franchise guy. And the fact that the Browns are even thinking about drafting one is pure confusion. Shedeur is right there in front of them, a young quarterback who has already shown accuracy, composure, leadership, and the ability to handle pressure. But the front office keeps fantasizing about unproven rookies instead of supporting the quarterback who's producing right now. It makes zero sense. They finally found a quarterback with talent, confidence, and a mindset built for big moments. Yet they treat him like he's temporary until the next draft comes around. If Shedeur is giving you real production today, real progress today, and real belief today, why even think about restarting the cycle with another rookie? The Browns finally have a quarterback worth building around. All they need to do is stop second-guessing him.
Shedeur can provide excitement. He can provide hope. He can try to show them that he is the guy, like he said before the game, that they have found what they're looking for, which was a really cool quote. But I still think that, in my mind, it would be risky to pass on if you have a high enough pick and you can get your hands on one of the best quarterbacks in that draft. I would take the quarterback. What else are you going to take in the first round that trumps a really, really good quarterback? Even if you take him and you end up developing these two guys and you end up with two great starters, and then you can parlay one of them into a number of first-round picks. So I'm not passing.
Mary Kay keeps proving she's more fascinated with quarterback hypotheticals than the actual quarterback performing in front of her. She's selling this fantasy that drafting another top prospect is automatically smarter, even when you already have a young QB showing real signs of being the future. She talks like Shedeur is just temporary excitement instead of a legitimate long-term option. She acts like stacking quarterbacks is some brilliant strategy when really it's just indecision pretending to be insight. If Shedeur is showing poise, accuracy, leadership, and control, the right move is to build around him, not dump him for a rookie who might not even reach his level. Mary Kay talks about quarterbacks like she's trading stocks. She treats real development like a lottery ticket and praises prospects who haven't taken an NFL snap. And the saddest part? Stefanski and the Browns allow this narrative to exist. Stefanski should be shutting this down immediately and publicly backing his young quarterback. Instead, he stays quiet, feeding the idea that maybe another rookie is the answer. This team has struggled with instability for decades. And this kind of thinking is exactly why. Shedeur is outperforming expectations with limited support and a coach who won't stand behind him fully. Instead of giving him time, tools, and trust, they keep dangling the idea of competition with players who aren't even in the league yet. It's short-sighted, unrealistic, and shows a misunderstanding of what it takes to build a real franchise quarterback. Shedeur has the drive, the talent, and the mindset. What he needs is a team that believes in him, not one shopping for new toys every off-season. The Browns don't seem to realize that their future is already in the locker room. And if they keep playing games, Shedeur might end up proving them wrong somewhere else, which would be the most Cleveland outcome imaginable. Make sure to subscribe for more takes the mainstream media won't say. And let me know, do you think Shedeur should stay in Cleveland or move on to save his career?